10 WWE wrestlers you totally forgot about. Before we begin this video, I would like to ask you to like the video if you enjoy it and subscribe to support our channel. We truly appreciate it. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos to our channel. Thank you and enjoy the video. Throughout the years, many wrestlers have come and gone, and as time progresses, new talent will be signed to WWE as it's the course of this business. Many wrestlers are remembered by fans as they have left their mark on the industry and in the hearts of the fans, but some simply faded away as if never were part of WWE, to the point that I'm pretty sure you wouldn't even remember them if I told you. That is exactly what we do in this video, as I share with you 10 WWE wrestlers you totally forgot about. Here we go. Number 10. Bam Neely. Bam Neely was initially trained by the legendary Eddie Sharkey, who also trained the Road Warriors. In 2007, Neely started his way in OVW and not long after, joined the main roster. His debut was on ECW on Sci-Fi, as he was assisting Chavo Guerrero in an attack on Kane. His association with Chavo also led his way to become a member of La Familia, the group that was established by Edge and Vicky Guerrero. In the ensuing years, Neely just bounced back and forth between ECW and SmackDown, before finally being released in 2009. Number 9. Kizarny. WWE fans first got to learn about Kizarny in 2008 from a series of vignettes on SmackDown. His character was presented as a carnival worker, with a somewhat dark and sinister undertone. First impressions were pretty positive and intriguing due to the cryptic and bizarre promos shown. However, after a few dark matches and only 2 television appearances, Kizarny just disappeared from WWE programming. He later showed up at the WWE Performance Center as a guest coach in 2019 and still competes on the independent circuit as Shin Bodhi. Number 8. Kenny Dykstra. Originally known as Kendone, Kenny Dykstra already had his first pro wrestling match at the early age of 15. His first WWE TV appearance was in May 2003 when he was only 17 years old. He moved on to OVW in 2005 before he made his main roster debut as a member of the Spirit Squad. When the Spirit Squad gimmick ended its days, WWE decided to give Dykstra a singles push, including 3 consecutive one-on-one victories over none other than one legendary Ric Flair. Unfortunately, there's no way to know where he could have reached with his potential, as due to backstage politics he fell short and then off the ring. It was even reported that he had been involved in a real-life love triangle, involving Mickie James and John Cena. Today, Dykstra works as a backstage producer for WWE. Number 7. Marcus Corvon. The former Monty Brown debuted in the revamped ECW in 2007 as Marcus Corvon. Many thought that Corvon would have a successful journey, as he had both the size and athletic background that WWE, and Vince, prefer and look for. Before he joined WWE, Corvon was well known in TNA as Monty Brown, so he seemed like a great prospect. For who knows what reason, Corvon just never made it in WWE. It could have been the environment, lack of TV time in order to establish his persona and wrestling skills, or poor backstage relationship. In 2019, he was spotted backstage at a WWE event, but that's about it. Number 6. Luther Reigns. No relations to Roman Reigns, as we are talking about Luther Reigns, former Kurt Angle henchman. A former bodyguard, Luther Reigns was trained at the WCW power plant. He made a brief appearance on Nitro before undergoing more training at UPW. In 2004, Luther made his debut on WWE SmackDown and was even thrusted right into a main event level angle, working with the legendary Undertaker. As others, he had the size and look that WWE loves. However, the wrestling business was ultimately not a fit for him, and in 2006, he retired from active competition. Number 5. Mason Ryan. In 2006, at the recommendation of an independent wrestling promoter, Mason Ryan began his training in order to become a pro wrestler. After he spent some time in FCW, Ryan finally made his debut on Raw as a member of the new Nexus led by CM Punk. When the group had run its course, Ryan was back to a developmental brand known as NXT. In 2014, he was released by WWE and would compete on the independent circuit for a couple of years. In 2016, Mason announced on Twitter that he had made a career move and would now be cast as a member of Cirque du Soleil in Las Vegas, Nevada. Number 4. Kenzo Suzuki. A veteran of the Japanese wrestling scene, Kenzo Suzuki made his debut on SmackDown in 2004 along with his wife, Hiroko. He was set to be as a mid-carder on WWE, feuding with Billy Gunn, and later on John Cena before he made his leap in the industry. In September 2004, Suzuki was part of a tag team along with Rene Dupree, and the two even won the WWE tag titles. In 2005, Kenzo suffered a collapsed lung, which required time away from the ring. During that year's WWE draft, he and Hiroko were drafted to the Raw brand, but before even making a single debut on Monday nights, they were released. Number 3. Brad Maddox. Brad Maddox hadn't wrestled a lot during his WWE days, and maybe that is a pretty good reason not to remember him. But he's still worth mentioning in this list. Maddox was gone almost as soon as he arrived in WWE, and his presence was somewhat out of nowhere, to begin with. He first started as a referee and later on was thrusted into a storyline, when he assisted CM Punk to defeat Ryback at the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view in late 2012. Eventually, Maddox was appointed the general manager position on Raw. In 2015, he was released from WWE as various controversies concerning in and out of the ring came to light. Number 2. Aksana. Aksana also sort of randomly appeared on WWE programming, and was thrust right into the mix. During her days in WWE, she had had relationships with Goldust, Teddy Long, and Antonio Cesaro. She was paired with the debuting Cesaro, and in 2012, led him to the United States Championship. Later that year, the pair ended their way together, and Aksana began a storyline with Kaitlyn and Eve Torres over the Divas Championship. She became part of a tag team along with Alicia Fox, but then in 2014 was released. Number 1. Mike Knox. In 2006, Mike Knox was one of the key players in the relaunch of ECW on Sci-Fi. First, he was cast as the on-screen boyfriend of Kelly. Kelly started a feud with CM Punk. Mike later became a member of Team Rated RKO at the Survivor Series pay-per-view in 2006, during which he was eliminated by Shawn Michaels. But the embarrassing part came when Michaels was visibly shown asking Triple H, and I quote, "Who was that?" Knox eventually found his way to Raw, culminating in a spot in the Elimination Chamber match for a title shot at WrestleMania in 2009. However, he was released in 2010 after a forgettable run on SmackDown, though he still competes on the independent circuit to this day. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed our video, please like it and subscribe to support our channel, we really appreciate it. Also, don't forget to hit the bell icon to get notified when we upload new videos to our channel. Have an amazing day.